Hello, my name is Desiree Shaw. I'm a psychotherapist, and my aim is to make therapy accessible because it's not really accessible for everyone. I'm a psychotherapist and I practice at the Priory, and I have a private practice, and having done this for a while now, I can see the need. So I create vlogs in order to support those understanding of mental health and create some kind of bridge gap towards making it accessible. So I hope this helps. Perfection. I keep coming across the need for perfection. I see this so much amongst young people, adults, children. Everybody seems to be striving for perfection and getting themselves in a right tibber because they just don't have it. Because it's impossible. Perfection is totally impossible because there's no measurement of perfection. However, we continue to disturb ourselves with the fact that we're not perfect and trying to be perfect. And why do we do that? I'm going to tell you my theory on this. Social media is a great connection platform, but it's also a great platform to create insecurities, and there's a lot of that being created. Because overall, those large companies who make lots of money off of us on a daily basis, they need us to be insecure. Because the moment we're insecure about ourselves, guess what we do? We spend our money. We spend our money trying to seek perfection, which is why we have people having these Facebook accounts, these Instagram accounts, and life is picture perfect. Straining to be absolutely perfect, to live like the ideals of celebrities who pretend that their lives are great. And I say pretend because I don't care how much money you have. Doesn't mean you're happy. It might be easier for you, doesn't mean you're happy. We're all human and we all have the same. We're all infallible, okay? We're not exempt from mental health. Mental health is real. Yeah, it happens to all of us. It's either our mental health is wealthy or unhealthy. So perfection is a way of damaging our mental health, which causing us to believe that we're going to have a problem because we're not perfect. What is perfection? How long is a piece of string? There is no measurement of perfection, which is what makes perfection a false economy. When we start striving for perfection, we don't know what it looks like, so we become anxious and depressed because we don't get it. We become angry, we become jealous, we become envious, we become hurt, we become resentful because we haven't achieved this perfection. So we go out and we spend our money in order to make ourselves perfect. One of the things I see is, when it comes on my feed, is these body shaping things, and one of the adverts said, "Be perfect." Like, really? Wow. So we're told if we spend our money on something, we can change our bodies and then we are perfect. But that's really not the case. Because when we got to take off all of that underwear and all of that holding in stuff, we're left with ourselves. And then we're left with the fact that we're only perfect if we put that on, which means we're not perfect without it. So we have to be perfect in order to be perfect. We got to spend the money, and therefore we'll be okay. And this is when we're in a false economy. And this is why we have emotional disturbance, because when we are trying to live up to the perfection ideals, we fall short. And when we fall short, we're left with ourselves. And that's when we become in a bit of a slump. How many times have you seen a social media account of somebody that looks like they're having the best time? I witnessed something recently. I witnessed somebody alter their pictures on a social media account, alter little video snippets, and appear as though they were having the best time, that they were really engaged and really involved, when actually throughout the duration of the activities that had been taking place, this person had spent so much time taking pictures and looking as though they were having fun, They didn't even get to participate and have any fun. But when you looked at their social media account, they looked like the life and soul of the party. It looked perfect. But when you were there, you could see that they were far from engaged. They weren't even nearly engaged, but by their pictures, they looked amazing fun. That's why you can't always believe what you see on social media. Because it's not perfect. There is no measurement of perfection. We judge perfection based on how much attention we get from somebody. Now we're perfect. We're perfect based on the fact that somebody else thinks we're perfect, which makes no sense. Perfection is a false economy. And if you buy into the need to be perfect, you'll always fall short. So, forget perfection. Be happy in your imperfection of perfection, because ultimately, you're a fallible human being. You're flawed, but you're unique. There's only one of you, so you are perfect by default and imperfect because you're fallible, which makes you perfectly, imperfectly perfect. That's how you measure perfection, because there's only one of you. If you're going to measure yourself up against anyone else, you will always come short. Thank you for watching. My name is Desiree Shaw. Like and share.